Financial consultants play an important role in giving advice to financial advisors. Everyone that does work that is client facing has to think about what they can do differently and better. Have you ever thought about who teaches the person that's giving you financial advice to coach them to do a better job?
This is Make Better Wealth Decisions, a podcast about financial blind spots, decision making, and how the reality of higher rates, global tensions, and tariff instability impact your investments. I'm your host, John DeGuy, a portfolio manager with Design Securities in Toronto.
Last week, we talked with a high end financial consultant, a person who helps financial advisors understand the marketplace so that financial advisors can do their job more purposefully. A lot of people who get advice from financial advisors never stop to think about how financial advisors need to get their ideas from somewhere in terms of how they're going to market to a certain niche or how they're going to serve problems that are fairly standardized within their practice, helping clients go through a divorce, helping business owners sell their business, helping people make sure they have the right amount and the right kind of insurance to protect their loved ones. There are a number of problems that are oftentimes recurring that could be solved if there were some intelligence that could be used to help people who are giving advice better understand what those problems are and what's being done, what the cutting edge solutions are. Financial consultants work in the industry and they oftentimes help offer expertise and guidance to financial advisors so that advisors can do their job better. They help them solve problems. They can improve processes so that they actually find different ways of doing things more efficiently, more accurately, and so forth. And they help them make strategic decisions. So, how will an advisor think about growing his practice? How will an advisor help people to transition from working to being retired and so forth? There are a number of problems that good consultants can really help advisors to hone in on so that they understand the landscape more purposefully and so that they can actually make decisions and then train up so that they understand how to do things properly. And then ultimately, and here's where the rubber hits the road, implement so that they can actually find ways to do things that are more purposeful for clients. I'll give you one example that I use in my practice. I have two main model portfolios, one for people who are working and one for people who are retired. You have to have a process when people retire so that they can sell those things that are more growth oriented and perhaps a little less liquid in order to put the proceeds into something which is more conservative, more income oriented, and more liquid so that the person who is retiring has a portfolio that's still suitable for their circumstances, but those circumstances do not allow for as much of an opportunity to buy the dip and there's a greater need for liquidity because there might be income needs that come up from time to time because that person's not earning a regular earned income. That's one example. There are dozens. The point that I'm making here is that financial consultants are a great asset to the financial services industry because they help the people who give advice do their job better. And a lot of people who are getting that advice don't often think about how the person that's giving them the advice is hopefully going to be committed to self improvement, constantly finding ways to do a better job of serving the clients and offering a consistent, repeatable, high end experience that will deliver real value to the client.
This podcast is not to be construed as offering specific investment advice. Please consult a qualified advisor before acting. My books, Stand Up to the Financial Services Industry and Bullshift, are available online. If you'd like to meet to discuss how the topics in this podcast affect you directly, please visit my website.